hallucinating. It'd be really bad, so I'm not gonna take the chance. I just got, like, I don't know what it is. Something about the code made me think it was normal. Okay. Only played through Xenosaga 1. Didn't finish 2. And 3 no one played. And it's really expensive. I do have XS1. Honestly though, like, hey, I kind of need to take this guy out. Xenogear, Xenoblade. Xeno. So in this case, the game offers a very easy mode, then easy. In turn, becomes a category as opposed to any percent. So very easy is its own difficulty. There's 2 categories in this game: all bosses and any percent. And then between those categories, there's the PC and console, and then the difficulties. So those are subcategories. And then the main categories are all bosses and any percent, or what used to be called large skips. We changed the name to any percent because it just made sense. Xenosaga freaks. Yeah, the cone's way larger on normal, but I just freaked out. Is that some weird fandom game from Monolith? Like, what's Xenosaga Freaks? Yeah, man, give it a go. Does all bosses still include glitches? Yes. Well, it can. It could be completely glitchless if you want, but you're gonna waste, like, I don't know, 90 seconds to get the privilege of having to mash through another codec. Mash through another codec, avoid the lasers, and try to get the codec on the first frame. Or not the first frame. Scroll the codec until you get to the right number. That's what glitchless adds. It's really not that impressive. You don't have to do cave out of bounds, but it is faster. But, I mean, if you screw up cave out of bounds, you will lose time over just a standard cave. Granted, even with the standard cave, you can do the vent glitch to get over the rock and save, like, a second or two. I don't even know. Something like that. And then weapon glitch. You can do weapon glitch to fight Wolf 1, but in actuality, it's faster to fight Wolf by standard means. So that's actually just a safe strat. So again, not required. %% console's a fun category. Lasers. The trick apparently is to use the codec beeping as a cue to know when to go through the lasers. It's apparently not that hard. Unlike, like, Twin Snakes, where we have that, like, crazy roll strat, you know? Yeah. Get sick of Silent Hill. Speaking of Silent Hill, I'm sure people heard about the news. Dead by Daylight got a Silent Hill DLC thing. That's cool. It's cool for people that like Dead by Daylight. I've never played it and didn't really have interest in it, but it's cool. At least they're doing something with the license. Oh, that's much bigger news for me personally. What's last casual off stream game? Like what's the game the game I'm playing off stream? Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Sharp FE on Wii U. That's what I'm playing off stream. Which is a JRPG that takes place in a modern setting. It's a crossover between Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem. And there's J-pop idols and a lot of singing. It's very stylish. Can recommend, but play it on Switch. Don't play the Wii U version. IMO. Even though there's not like a whole lot of quality of life changes from what I can tell, the ones that are there are pretty major. And if I, for some reason, wanted to play the game again, I would definitely play on Switch. Why am I getting bro? Gonna hear that all stream, huh? Trails of? What's Trails of? Are you talking about Tales of? Tales series? Oh my god, pick up the C4. Oh, Trials. Oh. I gotta stop when I cross the wall. So it is. Bro. I don't know why that's happening. But I guess we're just gonna hear Windows sounds throughout this run. I am definitely splitting. Bro. I don't know what's causing that. So what's Trails? So what's Trails? Yeah, it's a pleasant sound, so it's I can't complain too much. Grenades. Yeah, it's pretty great in TTS. I'm actually curious whether I could do that on Extreme. I think that guard might spot me while I'm entering the elevator. Granted, I don't need that many grenades on Extreme, really, because you don't use grenades for Raven, so... Oh, it's all good. I just couldn't tell. I just didn't know. Why easy instead of VE? The primary reason is you actually get an in-game time for easy. And easy can be played on all versions of the game. So you could only play VE on Integral or PC. VE is actually the same, pretty much. The only difference is you get the MP5, which is an infinite ammo assault rifle that's silenced, which sounds cool, and we do use it in the route, but it doesn't really significantly change all that much. It makes certain things easier. There's more difference on PC, because PC is a bit of a different beast. It goes beyond the MP5, but that's more for community artificial reasons that we decided to make VE that. Like, VE is like kind of crazy on PC. You skip Rex, for instance. So, but on console though, VE is really just like whatever. It's cool, don't get me wrong. The MP5 is a cool gun, but it's not as cool as the easy gun in MGS3, that's for sure. So that's why we don't get an in-game time. And everything else I said. And like the time save you get on very easy is honestly pretty minimal. Like it exists. Like it definitely exists. You do save time with the MP5, but it's pretty minor. And not having an infinite ammo gun is, I guess, more of a representation of skill if you want to go at it from that angle. Again, like I said, it doesn't really mean too much to me, like, but, you know. Certainly having the MP5 makes Mantis easier. But, it also makes the cell fight easier. It's pretty minor early stuff, frankly. But there's some downsides to VE on console. You can't RAM manip, so I can't set up my menus before the run, and the initial load is slower. So it's kind of a mixed bag, honestly. Caches are really good. Blink save glitch, you can, if you go to the MGS1 fact, there's an explanation of it there.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel
But we just use an auto loader. It's just a setup blank save glitch, basically. That doesn't require you to...
Now we can fight as warriors.
Some crazy process that you can do to get blank save, but it's not consistent across everyone's game. You get the MP5 to start. Like, you literally bring it with you. I'd love to visit Austin. Seems like my kind of place.
That's good, Snake. Hurry up and
But if I ever show my face in Texas, I have to go like Houston, or else I'm in trouble. Mediocre.
like old times. I've been waiting
For this pain. Ocean City, Atlantic City, Jersey City, the city of cities, Camden, Newark, New Jersey. What's the easiest boss in MGS? It's a good question. Okay, well, keep this in mind. It kind of depends on the difficulty. If we're talking easy difficulty, I would say that the easiest fight, I would say it's Tank. I mean, I could say Ocelot, but then there's Grenade Ocelot, and Grenade Ocelot is not easy. It's kind of tricky, so... But Tank is literally just know the line. Like, you know the line, you know when to cook the grenade, and then you spam square during the cutscene. Like, it's pretty simple. I would say that's the easiest fight. Ninja, I would not say is the easiest. Weird stuff can happen in Ninja. And RNG is annoying. Dude, I think Red Blaster. Red Blaster, man. Red Blaster's a very good candidate for easiest boss in the series. That fight is so brain dead. Ninja on Extreme, once you know how it goes, and like to crouch to bait out his like dive kick attack, it's not that bad.
I know this place better than you.
But you have to know the, again, it's just like anything else. You got to know the strategies, but Ninja is an easier boss fight than Mantis. Mantis is much more tricky by comparison. You have to remember, Ninja, his AI changes, he becomes more aggressive on Extreme, but he has the same HP pool. Mantis, he becomes a crazy tank on Extreme. Like, your bullets are like wads of paper on Extreme against him. He is such a tank. His health bar is huge, and your bullets do nothing. Like, your bullets actually do less damage on Extreme. As you go up the difficulties, you do less damage to Mantis. So, and it's just a complicated fight. Yeah, Mantis is pretty hard. Even if you know the trick with the controller ports, it's still a hard fight. Red Blaster's not even a boss. It's not even part of the club. Now, the easiest boss is the computer in Metal Gear NES. Just hold right. Oh my god, I did it again. How? What's harder than Euro Extreme Rays? Harrier? I don't know. It's kind of a weird, it's another one of these weird questions where it's like,
Stop! Meryl!
I'm not the best source on that because I've never really mastered Euro Extreme Rays. Again, I should have saved time on this fight, but I screwed up the throw. The end was good. Like, don't get me wrong, rays are hard. It really just depends on how you approach it, you know? Like, certain bosses, like Ocelot in this game, really only becomes super hard if you're doing nades, right? Harrier is just really practice heavy and aim heavy and execution heavy. And if you don't do 5-shot, it's really not that bad, I guess. But it's still tough. And like, Shagohod on European Extreme is apparently a pretty tough fight. Just to like actually get the loop going is really tough.
Snake,
It's sort of,
what's wrong? I thought you were good with dogs.
again, I have not personally done it, but it kind of reminds, to give a comparison to you earlier, it's sort of like, in a sense, looping the hind on Twin Snakes once phase 2 starts. Like, it's really hard and precise to do. Like, there is a method to it, but it's really tricky. Of course, you know, there are vehicle fights, but it's not the same kind of deal. Because you don't move in MGS3. You don't decide that. Yeah, if Eva just decides to drive like an idiot, like, you'll just fail. And aiming those corner shots with the RPG is really tricky.
So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh?
How did you know where the mines were?
So that's definitely one of the
Sounds
harder
weird,
boss
but when
fights in
Mantis told
3.
into my mind, I was able to
Regardless
see
of
where the mines
difficulty,
were
it's a
placed.
really tricky
Are you
fight to
impressed?
execute.
A little bit.
Only a
I can't really
little?
speak for 4. The boss fights in 5 are a non-issue to my understanding. Boss fights in Survive are a joke.
Meryl.
Ghost Babel has some really hard boss fights, though. That's definitely got the hardest boss fights in 2D Metal Gear. I guess Snake's Revenge could be in the running too, but... Snake's Revenge bosses are dumb. For the most part. Well, I actually kind of like fighting the first 2 bosses in Snake's Revenge. That tank fight, though, is so dumb. It is so dumb. And mash! Yeah, they glow. Yeah, I think really, like, even Ocelot unit isn't really considered a boss per se, but on Euro Extreme, that is definitely one of the hardest parts of the run. Like, it can be. And of course, the Fury, like, is easy until it isn't, then it kills you. Should you play Metal Gear Survive? If you're interested, then yes. It's my hot take. If you're not interested, then don't bother. But if you go in with fairly low expectations, which most people do, you might be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, that's why this section is so much better in Twin Snakes, because you don't have to go all the way back. Now, granted, I like this backtrack sequence in 1 because it has some of the hardest and coolest rooms in the run, but, you know, the backtrack sequence for the PAL card is way less forgivable. Is that, and then mash. And then mash. Jag should have like mash as an emote. Or if we make the Twitch channel an affiliate channel or partner channel, have a mash emote. It's just a good meme. Good wholesome speedrun meme. Yes, it is a cash grab. But there's some cool stuff to the game. I will not defend Metal Gear Survive as a good game, but I will say it's not terrible. I think it's a bad but somewhat fun game. But I am hashtag biased. I got it for free and I spent 200 hours because I was speedrunning. Don't judge me.
What was that
Woo!
noise?
You're just wasting your channel points, Rorschach, because like that's not Twitch appropriate. Like it says in the description, if it's not Twitch appropriate, I will decline it. And I don't consider that Twitch appropriate. Nah, that's a joke that's referring to me, though. That's fine. I thought it was funny. It's the most mash-heavy split. Too many of them. I got so angry. What do you mean? I'm just telling you that I'm not doing it. That's all. I'm not angry. Stop hiding. This is like, okay, I did that as well as I could. My execution was on point. I just got bad luck. I can't be mad. Like, I did everything I could. It's the girder hug. Which is okay. This is a good candidate, and then the disc swap is a good candidate because I have to mash for the elevator guards. Those are good candidates. This split and disc swap.
I want no more excellence like that, don't you?
Yes, is my target. Mine.
This one because I have the longest codec in the game is on this split. And if I wanted to save Meryl, I guess I would have to mash here too.
You win.
And then mash!
Had enough. So, you're human after all. The torture will stop as I promised.
Yeah, that time loss was purely Wolf.
I'll have my fun.
Well, no, it was also the cave. I lost a couple seconds on the
I
cave.
hope you can still look at yourself in the mirror.
But I believe everything else was Wolf. And then mash! Hold X. Boom, I saved time over my PB. Because I forgot to hold X here for some reason. Change a split name for 5 streams. Make this swap. Minnie is so handsome and cool. Do you know how many points Minnie has? He's probably got like 1 million points. But the swaggiest option is just not spend it all. At all. Any of them. It's like, I got all these points. I ain't doing anything with them. How does that make you feel? Yeah, Tyler used it all on the big one. All right, take care, Titita. Thanks for dropping by. Much appreciated. I don't know how to access them. Where do they go? Yo, I'm just keeping it face down today. Just for today. This is why this would be called and then mash. This stupid codec. Yep. That felt awesome. That felt like an amazing mash, actually. That was a good mash. That felt good. That was good. Hey, the Tyler card is face down right now. I put my Tyler card into defense mode. Hey, howder, Evan. It's going great. We're behind, but that's okay. I'm not as behind as I was last attempt. Oh yeah, I will probably finish out this run, just due to time concerns. Behind equals reset. Hell no.
He's coming back. See you later.
Got a lot of time saving disc too. Don't hold it. Don't hold it. Bad choice. I'm not ready for that. Glod every split. Yikes. I will never finish a run then. That's how not to speedrun. Oh, Meryl dying is not even a question. She's gotta go. The world has to be saved quickly. We're not here to make friends. We're here to save the world. Unless it's Twitch chat. Then we're here to have a good time. She has been yeeted out of existence with her future lover. Liquid is such a cuck. What? You think Cam Clark's performance means he's a cuck? Yeah, Big Boss just lets children play in the Deadly Swamp because Big Boss. Just make new splits every run, and then it'll always be gold. Be like, wow, you're doing really well. Absolutely, every time. Cam cuck. Sorry, Cam. Sorry, Cam. Ah, bollocks. I got all the grenades. I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about cuckolding in the context of Twitch Prime subs. That's a new one for me. No, that's what's implied, Trans. That's what's implied. At least something dark is implied. And I mean, and her dialogue, even when she's alive, makes it sound like some really dark stuff happened to her. It's vague what it is, though, intentionally. Though I'll have my fun with her really could just be, you know, he's sadistic, right? It doesn't have to involve any sexual assault. It could literally just mean I'm gonna torture her real good before I kill her, you know? So again, it's ambiguous what went down. Yeah. Because it's implied in the series to some degree that Ocelot is gay, but again, just kind of implied, not like explicitly stated, or at least gay for John. He likes John. I need stuns. Don't throw a shaft through the door, you'll look like a fool. Ocelot is fucking woke? Being gay doesn't mean you're woke. There's plenty of gay people who are definitely not woke. Ooh, he shot the pillar. Being gay opens up the third eye. The third eye? But if you have glasses, you have four eyes. That means you're bisexual. I don't know. I'm just memeing. Brung. Yeah, 8 seconds. Cooties are real. But I mean, there's gay overtones all over Solid. All over these games. There's some homoeroticism. I mean, there's boobies and stuff too, but there's some real homoeroticism going on. And haven't looked it out, but I'm certain there's plenty of like gay fanfic for the Metal Gear games. It just makes sense, you know? Well, that's dumb. Now we're improving. Actually improving pretty well. Like whoever you want, the anthology. Most of it's probably bad. Apache's only wrote some of the gay fanfic. Hey man, it's a hard job. Someone's gotta put it out there. Someone's gotta put out the speedrun tutorials and the gay fanfic. It must be done. How hot is it? It's like 80 out today. Too hot for spring. Apache wrote that one about Plywood and Tyler. Onlyfans.com/plywood_. I'll do all the fanfic. You could just go home. Should I be worried? The only thing you should be worried about is whether this run will survive. This could still 25 for sure. My disc 2 was kind of bad, so... There we go. No! Don't do that. I honestly didn't need to do that. I got extra grenades, so I can use chaff. I do this a lot, even though it's like I'm not used to picking up the tank grenades, even though I have them. But I also picked up grenades in nuke buildings, so it kind of threw everything off. Rats. Heroic failures on display. Just magnificent gameplay. All right, it's official. I gotta practice this fight every fucking stream. Because I am whiffing hard. I gotta get used to the timing better, I guess. Very, very unfortunate. Yeah, Raiden is actually straight. He has an actual child. Granted, some gay men do have children. But, I mean, he was dating Rose. And the most you could say about David is like, maybe he's like bi or pan? I don't know. Definitely likes to flirt with women, but... Apache is actually correct on that one. That is not a bedroom. That is not that kind of bedroom. That is a sad, lonely, straight man bedroom. A desk and a bed. Oh man, so bad. We have to just use all the Mimi buzzwords. Simp, Chad, cuck. Though cuckolding is a tradition. It's always got to be some new word. That angle was kind of spooky at first. Yes, cuckolding is a tradition. It wasn't something that was made up within the last 10 years. Some people actually have a fetish around cuckolding. All right, here's the setup. Y'all ready for this? Blinks. Oh wait, I was supposed to be at the frickin' elevator. Oops. I was mixing it up with a different setup, but what you're supposed to do there is be right in front of the elevator, wait for 2 blinks on the light. So be right in front of the elevator. When you see 2 blinks, when it goes to light blue, then you hold up. And then you get into the elevator as fast as possible. It's just frames. Of course he didn't die. Because why would he? Check out this setup. Fail setup, because I was thinking of a different setup that I don't want to do. Because... Hey, I was doing it today, alright? I'll do it right next time. Ah! One of these days, I'll be impressive. Today is not that day. Today is the day we bleed a lot of time at Hind. I should just submit this PB. I mean, it's... I'm going to keep on grinding, but I should probably submit it. It's a 126.01. I mean, it's still a good run. It just had a bad disc too. Needs a dud. Not bad. See that? So if I finish with Stinger, I just hope the Stinger lands and just swap to my next weapon. And then I move forward a little bit. Little optimization. Lost a couple seconds there. RTA. Yes, it can. Godrat plus actually competent liquid where I don't have input drops. Yes, this run can be saved. This seems like really bad, but I actually could potentially bring this back. And maybe get 25. I'm gonna need to have a good disc too, though. There's a possibility I'll save time, but end up not quite PBing. it's all good, MGS. You don't need to ask for you don't have to ask for forgiveness. It's totally fine. People come and go. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep on doing my thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'd play Deadly Premonition, but I kind of want to play it on 360. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, you can blow up the crane. It's very key to having a consistent furnace. The fastest thing is not to blow up the crane, but not blowing up the crane is really scary. Yeah, I heard very mixed things about the PS. I mean, all the versions are kind of bad. From like they all have their pros and cons basically. So, but 360 Deadly Premonition, I've been on the lookout for that game. I haven't ever seen it when I go to game stores. Consistency is key. Well, you know, basically on average, you're going to save time by blowing up the crane. Not blowing up the crane, you're putting a lot of hope into the crane then. Chances are you're going to lose time with the crane, and it could be a ton of time, like run ending time for the pace I go for, so. Yeah, it's, you know, various degrees of poor. Blowing up the crane with the... Oops, it's the other way. Forgot. Blowing up the crane with the grenade is the coolest. I need to go the other way for the stinger. You can be Apache. Did you get what I said? Yeah, I responded to you. I said you don't have to apologize. It's all good. Don't worry about it. No worries. I'm gonna keep on rocking and rolling. Even if everyone just vacated instantaneously for whatever reason, or my stream went down, I'm gonna probably, well, I don't know if I'd finish this run, but if I was, well, I would at least see if I get good rat. I think I have enough stingers. I don't think I need that. Except Virgin Akita, yes, it loses a few seconds. And if I wanted to be completely optimal in a certain situation where I had enough grenades to do it, then yes, you would want to blow up the crane with a grenade on all bosses. But there's more to it than that because of how weird grenade routing can be on easy because of Ocelot and other stuff. It honestly gets complicated real quick. So good rat will save me 30, over 30, and I have 20 seconds of time save at liquid, which will bring me to 0 just on that alone. I think it's more than 30 for God Rat, but I'm not sure because I don't think I've gotten a gold with God Rat. on all bosses. I've never had. I think, well, I had God Rat, but I screwed it up. Money works well. There you go. That's how I'm tricking Minnie into playing SH1. JK. I just wanted to give him a gift. Yo, Desmo, how's it going, dude? I hope your quarantine's going well. Who's the man under the mask? It's Desmo. Hope you're doing well. See if this red RNG is gonna be nice to us, because I kind of need it, or else this run is deado. Ooh, siren. Ho ho ho, intriguing. It's a fitting gift. Nope. 3. All right, that's not exactly God Rat, but that was still a fast rat. See how easy it is with the SOCOM, dude? Do you see how easy it is? I don't have to think about aiming at all. I just stand still, Snake aims at the rat, and it works. Well, you may complain about that, but at least you don't have to deal with luck. Instead, you get to deal with the frickin' rope! This game's like rope, lol, it's just the void. Also, I didn't hold square and X. Alright, let's see if we can get the chair trick. I need everything. Nice, I got it. I have a lot I could talk about, but I have a question for you. Mind if I send it to you in your DMs? Yeah, send me on Discord. If you have questions for me, you can send them on Discord. I can't promise I'll be able to answer your questions, but see what I can do. Okay, so we're still gonna be behind, but I don't know by how much. I think we saved like 20 seconds or something. We'll see. That wasn't like actually God Rat. That was a good rat. I went down too early, like a doofus. Okay. Yeah, it's not a gold, but it's something. So if liquid goes right and I clean up a little bit in these other splits, then yes, I could PB. And I could get 25. It's gonna be a high 25, but I can get a 25. So this is possible. This one was a mixed bag. I mean, I've been behind, so it wasn't as good as my PB, but Disc 2 in my PB was not good because I had a bad rat and then I had an input drop at liquid, so it costed me. Audio cue time. Thanks for hopping in my Discord. Yep, there's an audio cue. There's multiple audio cues. Depends on what you're doing. But yeah, there's an audio cue. I mean, you could just watch the timer as well, but I'm trying to not stare at the timer. I'm trying to listen in. You know, it's actually the case where humans react faster to sound than visual stimuli. So anything that revolves around audio cues is better than visual cues, as long as it's consistent and you can hear. I don't know what the reaction time difference is, but audio, there's some sort of processing between audio and visual stimuli. I don't really know what it is though. You are from New York. That's cool. I am not from New York. I am from the great state of Illinois. Hello, Lenny Liquors. Welcome. Welcome to the end of this potential world record. It is still a little bit questionable. Yeah, it's not that big, but the audio cue there is the string note happening, and I'm on the back where the crate is. So once I hear the string note, I start moving forward. It's so I can get the earliest moment. There's a more obvious audio cue to like check the card or leave. It's when the note goes lower, but that's slow. Slightly slower, so I don't do it. But if you want to be safe, there you go. Hind ... Hey, if you know, de-rusting a game can be daunting, but it's just like anything else. Gotta take it one day at a time, one session at a time, however you want to think of it. Yep, audio cues galore. I use multiple audio cues in this run for like certain movement specifically, not like listening on bosses. I mean, yeah, that's true, but walkway, I use an audio cue as part of my setup. You can use an audio cue for getting on the elevator. That elevator I screwed up earlier. I use audio cues for the cards. Of course, audio cues for fast elevators. I mean, audio is important. Got bad luck. But it's better to take the shot unless HP is a concern. Then you shouldn't do the slow setup. Oh, you could do it, Desmo. There's no question. I mean, you have a PSTV, right? I think you got a PSTV, so I mean, you already have like the best conditions. So it's just about learning the things that give you a lot of trouble, which for a lot of beginners, it's liquid. Just having a consistent liquid will save time. Yeah, Hind was bad. I've had a bad Hind night. I gotta lab that fight some more. For sure. Then here it's the drum track. My man Draco, thank you for the host. What were you up to, dude? We're about done with this run. We might be on world record pace. I will have to clean up my liquid fight. So stay tuned. It's anxiety time. Oh, you did? Nice. I got confused since I mentioned it. Dude, that's sick. Congratulations. What were you doing? Thank you for the clarification, because I couldn't quite tell. What days do I stream? I don't have a set schedule. I typically stream every day, but sometimes I don't. Usually I stream in the evening. On weekends, I try to stream in the afternoon for Europeans, but usually I stream in the evening. So like after 7 p.m. Central, but I don't always start at that time. Sometimes I start a little bit later. It just kind of depends. Oh, nice. The Astro Boys. We got the Astro Boys up in here. That's a cool Treasure game. A fun fact, Treasure is made up of former Konami employees. Konami had the talent, man. Nice. Hey, a little bit of contest. That's good. Fun fact, heavy breathing. Naomi, what the hell? What are you talking to me? I got places to go. I want to adjust my arm, but I'm gonna wait until the pause. Do you still hate me? I hate these pauses, man. They're so annoying. There's something about how the scripting works in this game that it has to pause with the dialogue. It's so dumb. If it's just a pure mash, it wouldn't be so bad. Yep, lefty mashing because I am a lefty. It'd be better if I was a righty masher, I think. But, I mean, I'm still good with mashing with my right thumb. I have to be, but it probably would be better if I was actually right-handed. I don't know. If I'm ever just purely mashing, though, I just use my left hand. I don't need that. I'll save the second. You don't get to see that often. Looks like you got some good balance on the pad. Oh, like to make sure I don't like shake it too much? Yeah. It's yeah. I've had some controller kerfuffles with this game. But that's why you got the thigh hold for removing and adding your headset. Headphones, whatever. Gotta have that thigh hold because of the stupid DualShock 4 triggers. It's the one thing I really prefer the old DualShocks for, is that I won't accidentally slip on the shoulder buttons. So that is a problem when they are so out in the open. Cool. It's because I didn't go prone. Yeah, second and a half. Oh yeah. No, my liquid went wrong. So, it's not about thinking. I know I can. There's no thinking involved. I have been exposed to the knowledge ahead of time. One of the right for ration. I gotta hold out, you know? If the rat didn't go as well, then yeah, it wouldn't work. $13. That's enough.
Now, in front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light.
I can't do it.
But soon,
No!
I can't do it.
finally end.
Nice. Let's go! Let's bring this back. Don't say GG, it's not over yet. We're not there yet. It's not over yet. Blah. Snake.
If you win, you might still be able to save her.
GG in advance when it's over. There we go.
Brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you fall. At this height, it will kill even you. Have at you, Snake. Nice shot!
See, you just need the PSTV to agree with you. You just need the PSTV to agree with you. Still not over yet, though. Still, you know, that wasn't perfect, but, I mean, I saved time, and that's what counts. Warhead! Yata!
Darn, no kids.
Yata!
I got him. Let's go.
Once we get out of the escape,
I got it. Snake, jump in.
that was a little bit off.
Snake, hold on.
Oh no, it was fine. I still got the good time on the exit there. False alarm.
Uh-oh, Snake. Checkpoint. Here they come. Good job, Snake. Let's go.
Nice. Yes! That's that good stuff. I gotta get those transitions, man.
Liquid.
Nope. It's fine. I got my transitions. Is that gonna work? It did. Woo! Let's go. 4 shots. Yeah, baby. Hit him! What the hell? All right, we did it. That's it. 1821 on whiteout. I think that's now faster than VE. I have to check. I'm just bashing. I'm not even paying attention to her crying. Yes! 25! I don't need to submit this VOD. I got the 25! It was just so easy. Just had to clean up at the end game. Easy game. 25. Oh, dude, I was a little bit nervous at Liquid. My left hand, just before the throw, I started jittering. I'm like, no, don't do this. I really don't need this right now. Don't start getting all jittery, and then my angle gets screwed up on my throw. All right, so run review time, run analysis time. Let's look at these splits. Time save here is really baked on Grenade Ocelot. Otherwise, pretty standard play. Nothing too out of the ordinary here, which is pretty much what you'd expect. Bad grenade throw. Otherwise, it was a good fight. This was from... I think this was from Wolf. Yeah, that was from Wolf, and then this was from the nuke building. And then my phase 1 hind fight was bad. Lost a lot of stingers. It was a bit whack. So going into disc swap, I was nearly 50 seconds behind. Keep in mind though, my disc 1 in the previous PB, one of the best paces I've gotten into disc 2 with. So it was not easy to compete with, but I didn't need to bleed all that time. There's at least 8 seconds here and another 15, 20. So if we say there's about 30 seconds of fairly free time save here. So with that, if I had a faster rat, slightly cleaner liquid, some good luck, of course, then we'd be in 24 territory. But 24 is going to be hard. It's going to be a bit of a trudge, I think. Even though that run that I'm comparing against, this could have been a 24. That's how good I was going. My pace going into Disc 2 was that good. I was a minute ahead. I was a minute ahead of my previous splits. Instead here, if you compare it to that, where I was a minute ahead with those splits, this I was basically 50 seconds behind. So, this is some perspective, I guess. By comparison. So, 24 is not going to be easy. It's not free. And I'm going to need some good luck. And I might have to go for some kind of whack strats. Really, it really comes down to execution, of course. Like, I can't execute that Hind fight like I did. That was really sloppy. Hind is pretty tough, though. I need to work on that a little bit. The problem is where you fire, his position and where you fire isn't always going to be the same every time because of human aim and timing and stuff. Like, it's not going to be perfect. So you have to kind of know the window. It's kind of weird. Yeah, this is world record. Every PB I get is a world record. No one else is doing this right now at this level. Tyler, when he starts learning the strats and he gets in his groove, he's definitely going to get second pretty quickly. It's not really JRTA because we just wait for the IGT. So JRTA is not really correct. And I also don't time from console boot up because that would be a pain in the butt with the PSTV. Not fun. Just because of how recording is. I would be very excited to see that Apache. And this game would probably die on console because if you can activate God mode on console, it has to be some asinine crap. How about Jag? Is he anywhere close? No. He beat my 2-year-old run by a few seconds. He never submitted it. He hasn't been actively running easy, and he doesn't really run easy Pigeon, so he runs Hound. So even if he was running this actively on Hound, there's just no way. Because he avoids kills and he avoids using rations. I eat rations for like all day, every day, and take alerts all over the place and kill everyone. So it's definitely cool to see Jag run easy, though. Bring the audio back for all the peeps.
The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Dive should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data.
Well, aren't you a lucky duck, Apache? You are gonna get a shout out. It's your last one in the bank. The last one in Apache's bank. He's gonna get that shout out for this one. All right, he's got another one in the bank. He has another one in the bank.
Mr. President.
He's ready for those shout outs. He's got another one in the bank. He's like, oh, I'm running out of credits. Gotta pump that arcade machine with credits. 125.57. The first 125, folks. The first 125. It has been done. It will be done again, I'm sure. Shoutouts to Apache Smash, and thank you all for watching.